Hello, welcome to Country Stitchers. I'm Liz.
Hi, I'm Deb. December 21st, first. So
that's what you said. I'm taking over. Christmas is Friday. We do know that.
Are y'all ready?
So up with your needles. We're gonna stitch for a while. I started something different. There's a surprise.
Oh, yeah.
What are you thinking?
Well, I got something back out because I realized I had dated it 2020. So we're just going to pretend I finished it in 2020. So I got back out the, oh, sorry, I bumped you. Heaven and Nature Sing by Kathy Barrick.
I told her what she should do is just say, no, I've started dating them when I start them now, not when I finish them. And that'll just be the only piece you do it for.
That's right. And then, so this is what I have so far. So I'll be filling in the deer today as we stitch together.
He looks hungry.
Yes.
Please.
He needs to have a full belly.
I need a belly.
So what are you working on?
Oh, I was looking at the newer things that I had in my Christmas stash. This one I picked up. I showed it. Might have even been on another Floss Friends, but it's by Primitive Hair, and it is Christmas ornaments.
Yeah, it's pretty.
It's called For Santa, and I bought a piece of fabric at the same time at the shop, and I really like the fabric, which is good. When you buy fabric, you should like your fabric, but
let's see here.
It's pre-stamped, or I guess I'm not sure the process that they put on to decorate the fabric, but it has snowflakes around it, and I really like it. Originally, this was done on the fabric that they called distressed, and it just had stains or spots on it all the way around.
Okay.
This one is a little bit different.
Yeah.
Well, I could not. It's been probably 4 to 6 weeks since I bought it, and I cannot figure out how to cut it to do these ornaments, and I decided I'm not going to.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make it into a little sampler by itself, and I'm going to put the Dear Santa,
It wasn't me.
it wasn't me up here in the corner, and then I'm going to put the hanging ornaments over here, and then down in the lower right side I'm going to put the coffee mug that's for Santa.
Cool.
And just frame the whole thing for the wall. I think that'll be really pretty.
Oh, it will be. Yeah.
I can't cut this fabric.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
Yeah. That's
So-
a really loose weave, isn't it?
It
It's
is.
very open.
And it's nice to stitch on.
Is it?
I played with it last night just to see.
And what
I
count
got a
is
few of
that?
them start 30.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah.
yep. And I like the way it feels when I'm holding it too.
Good. Nice.
It is
Nice, nice,
fun,
nice.
fun.
Yes.
So that's just what's up. Thank you all for your comments about your favorite things last
Oh my goodness,
video.
that was so much fun to
It
read.
was.
Oh, some of them made me laugh, some made me cry.
Yes.
Some gave me really good ideas.
It was like a long Hallmark movie reading all the comments.
Yes. Yes. And thank you for the sweet comments on my house tour. That was very nice of you. Thank you. I missed my videographer, but Miss McKenna was just too darn busy.
And I also want to thank all of you who sent cards and emails about the holidays. Thank you very much. We have enjoyed getting those.
Thank you for gifts, for everything. Just thank you so much.
Yes.
Very sweet. All right. I know I wrote down what I'm stitching this on, but heck if I can remember.
That's parchment, I believe.
Well, it's in here somewhere.
Trying to remember, you got the piece for, and we cut it in half, right? Didn't you buy the piece? Or did you take it up to the counter when we bought it? I can't remember.
I don't know.
I know you gave me the threads at Christmas that went in it, the overdyes we picked out.
Yeah, but I didn't have my fabric picked at that time.
Oh,
No.
really?
Mm-mm.
Oh. Wonder what I'm thinking of then. I am going to put on my magnifiers. I'm wearing my older frames today just to head off the questions about these. They are called magna clips. You can find them by doing a Google search online. Local needlework shops carry 'em now. They come in powers from 1 to 5. And
how powerful are you?
I am, today I'm feeling a little low. I'm on the 2 today.
Oh, okay.
The 30 count, I don't need a lot of magnification. But I like them because I can still see out the prescription at the top and have the magnification at the bottom. So for those of you who are looking for them, you can go back to our Gadget Corner videos. We've done a expose on
Yes.
these things many times.
Many times.
So Magna
Yes.
clips.
Great little stocking stuffers.
Yes, they are.
So since we've seen you last, it snowed.
It did.
I was
And
in
did it ever snow?
Heaven. I'm waiting for more though. I think we need more.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
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 And it needs to snow Christmas Day.
Yes.
Make it really pretty.
Yes,
My-
yes.
My sister was delighted because she said it's the first time they will have had snow in the Kingsport area on Christmas Day since 1990,
Really?
if it snows. And it's predicted, the weather forecast, that it will be snowing Christmas Day there. So I'm hoping she gets a
Oh.
Christmas wish.
Cool.
And she has a white Christmas.
Yeah. It's supposed to be 52 and rainy here Christmas Eve, but yet 34 and snowy. Well, a chance of snow on Christmas Day.
Oh, so that same front might be coming
So
in.
it better be. I hope so.
Let's see it.
Oh, darn it. Yes.
Yeah, it would be fun.
Yes, it would. Logan was out. Him and his friend, they were out shoveling all night long.
You mentioned that.
Yeah, they left about. He ate dinner here with us, and then they headed out about maybe like 7:30 in the evening, and they got home around 4:30 in the morning.
Wow.
Got a shower, went to bed.
So did they go just like get a lineup of places to do and then just start doing them through the night?
Yeah, they were helping Matt out with certain places that
Oh,
needed
okay.
done. So
Okay. That wasn't just the neighborhood then.
no,
I gotcha.
Nope.
I was thinking maybe he was, because
No.
that one year, I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
remember if it was here or at
Yeah.
the other house. Wasn't
No,
it
it was
here?
here. He'll
Okay.
go and plow the driveways. Yeah.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
busy doing people's
Yep.
homes. That's what I was thinking he was out doing.
Yeah. So they finally woke up around, I don't know, I guess around 9:45. And I made them some breakfast, and then they headed back out because I got another call for another job. So.
When you said you hope the smell of bacon wakes him, I thought, well, it woke me. I'll be over.
And it did. Logan said that's what woke him up.
Did it?
Yeah.
Because I thought, I want bacon. I was standing in the kitchen with my coffee when I got that text open, and I thought, I want bacon.
They ate every last piece.
I'll bet they did.
They were hungry.
Growing boys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ivan enjoyed it, but we have to put up things that he just will overtax himself with.
Yeah, he plays hard.
He does. He plays really hard, and when the
Yeah.
snow is there, he loses his footing. He ends up just overstressing his back end, and his muscles get sore. And then he walks around the house for the evening like an old man.
Aww.
So it's like, no, this snowstorm, we're going to put some things away. So we put the Frisbee up. That was not going to come out. We let him play with his Aggie while the snow was coming down that day. But Rick came in and he said, boy, he's really going at it. And I said, then maybe we better put Aggie in the garage for a while.
Wasn't it beautiful?
It
I mean,
was.
my goodness, what a beautiful snow.
It was so pretty.
So pretty.
And I honestly would be okay if they waited to plow until the next day so that you could see that pretty white snow everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But they had already come down the road before we actually had much snowfall
Really?
and put that, whatever that chemical is that they treat the pavement with,
Mm-hmm.
they'd already dropped that on the street.
Okay.
So it was already kind of dirty before the snow started, but I know people have to get places.
Yeah. Yeah, McKenna had to drive home in it from the hospital,
Yeah.
but she did well. She had my car, so she did well.
When I worked in healthcare, it's a pretty big deal around here, and I know it was in Maine too when I worked in healthcare up there, that they have to have the the snow emergency routes open for all the healthcare providers and the first responders, and it's...
Yeah, they were setting up cots in the hospital for anybody who wanted to stay, but... She's like...
Let me think about it.
Yeah.
No.
Like, I want to go home. I want my own bed. So hopefully everybody is getting some good holiday stitching in.
Yes.
Watching some holiday movies.
Hi, if the girls are watching. Hi, Carly and Casey. Kelsey and Kylie. And Carrie and Timmy. I'm missing the grandkids this year so much.
Yeah.
It's hard to believe it's been over a year now since I've seen them and got to hug their necks. Miss you guys. Kevin's busy. I do believe they might have had some snow, but I don't think they had a covering of it like we do right now. I was looking out the window, you know, like when he does Snapchats and things, and I peek out his windows when he sends them to me thinking, how much snow do you have out there in Chicago? I want to mention some of those comments that we got from people on favorite things.
Oh, yeah.
One of them was a woman who got her baby from Korea.
Yes.
I thought that was so neat.
Yeah.
37 years old now, but...
Yeah, I know. That one gave me goosebumps.
I just thought that was awesome. I had a friend, her name is Linda, and she had a very large family, and 3 of her children were adopted, and 2 of them were hers and her husband's by birth. And one of her children was from South Korea, and she was really close friends with my daughter when they were in school, so that was kind of special too. When I heard that, I thought, oh, I know how exciting that part of it is.
Well, my brother and Jerry, they got Emma from China, and they were going over Christmas.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how long do they have to be over in the country when they do an adoption?
Oh, they were there for a month.
A month, okay.
Yeah, they were there for a long time. Yeah. Yeah. I'm using my Patoki lap stand. And I have a Q-snap in the frame, and then I am using the natural light magnifier, because this is 40 count, so this helps.
Did you find your fabric tag?
Nope.
Oh. Ew.
But I do know it's 40 count though.
Yes, and I didn't. I did
remember
32.
that. Yeah.
Remember?
Oh, you started yours?
No. Well, yes and no. I think I have about 6 stitches in it.
Oh.
But mine,
Gotcha.
my piece, we wanted the same color, but I believe mine was 32 count. I don't think I went higher than that. Had I known that I was going to enjoy doing it on a higher count, because that was before we took that class from Beth Twist, and we did that pincushion orc container and strawberry, where we did it on the 40 count. It was before that when we got the deer, and I wasn't quite sure I was really going to feel up to wanting to do 40 count, because I just hadn't done much. I'd done a little tiny piece on it, but after we did that, I thought, this isn't that bad, actually. And what was I doing that was 36 count the other day? And I remember thinking, I like 36 too, also.
Do you?
Too many numbers there. 36 too, also.
Yeah. Liz, where do you get 36 2 count?
That's the combination to the safe. 36 2.
This is fun because it's like mindless, you know, when you're filling in a large area, but it's also annoying at the same time because you honestly feel like you get nowhere. I mean, you do, but it just, I don't know.
I knew someone that would spend her quiet time stitching doing just the first half of her tent stitch of her cross stitches, so she'd do a tent stitch, and then at night she would sit down and do the other half of the stitch.
Wasn't that somebody left us a message saying that? I remember that story.
Oh, did somebody do that
Yeah.
also? Okay.
I remember hearing about that.
That's pretty neat. I might have mentioned it to you too. I can't remember who it was where I first heard it. I thought it was somebody in my guild who used to do that.
Because I thought that was very different.
Yeah. And if you're doing things that are just all full stitches, I could just see me, you know, without thinking about it, starting something like that and finding out that there were half stitches in this pattern.
Oh my gosh.
And then I don't know which ones are half stitches.
Oh, yeah.
That would be my attempt at it. Oops. Thanks for playing.
We're going to just change that design.
Yes. What's a little more floss? That somebody else was talking about.
You know what? That floss, that brought something to my mind.
Uh-huh.
Since Liz is working in a stitching store now, it's very hard to buy for you now.
Is it?
Yeah. Because you know everything before I even see it.
Well, I was thinking today.
So, I did not, well, there's one little stitching thing I got for you, but nothing else has to do with stitching for Christmas this year.
Oh, that's funny.
But you'll still love it and stuff.
Imagine
but it's like,
yours.
oh my gosh. Oh, yeah? Really?
It's like the exact opposite of that.
Thank you.
That's funny. That's really funny.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I was thinking about it myself, and I was thinking, somebody left a comment about the last video that we did and how enabling it was, and how many times they had to run out and check something out, and I thought, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. And then I remembered, well, for me right now, it's kind of problematic because I'm helping out at the shop, but it seems that most of what I'm helping out for is going in the stash.
But, I mean, that's all good, though, because otherwise it'd be coming out of your pocket, and it's,
That's true.
You know,
That's true.
I still see it as a win-win. Sorry.
Yeah, that's right. Well, obviously I do, because I continue to do it. I do. I've actually tried to tell it's like a kid in a candy store at first, and then you tell yourself, okay, well, chances are that those will be here for at least another year.
Yeah.
I might be able to wait.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's tough right now because the shipping experiences people are having there's just so much more being mailed. Deb and I were talking about this earlier.
Yeah.
Because people aren't traveling this year, so people who would normally take their gifts, a half a day's drive or whatever, because they're gathering together and the gatherings aren't being held, so people are mailing them. So it's just changed that. And at the shop, we're experiencing the same thing with our deliveries.
Really?
Yes. And so our threads aren't getting replenished as quickly.
Really?
Our fabric isn't getting replenished. And of course, our dyers and our suppliers of fabric, also dyers, Floss and fabric is what I wanted to say.
Okay.
Are getting their supplies to do it more slowly.
Okay.
So it's kind of like everything is just
trickle
kind of
down.
slowed down.
Yeah.
Yep. And it's hard for me because I feel kind of like a broken record sometimes when I tell people at the shop, I'm sorry, but with the way the mail is, things have slowed down. And I think, do people believe us? Because I hope they do, because that's actually what's happening.
Yeah.
The orders are placed, but
it's everywhere, even at our salon, same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, wouldn't that be bad? One day you open up and you're out of shampoo. Oops.
Well, the funny thing is,
please wash and come with your hair clean.
Our salon is attached to a vet, and so we showed up one day for work, and the pipes were frozen, so there's no water.
Ooh.
But our customers were already there, and it was so funny. It was the cutest thing because we talked him into walking them next door and shampooing their hair over there. So it's like, okay, who's ready for the clip and dip? That's it. It was so so much fun.
So you did? You
we
went
did.
next door and
Yes.
celebrated them? Oh, that's
Oh my gosh,
funny.
we have done so many things. We had to go to Wawa one time and get bottled water because our electric went out during an awful storm, and I had a perm that had to be rinsed and color that had to come off. Well, you don't have a choice. You got to get that off. Of course, Wawa didn't have any water that wasn't refrigerated.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. But we have the best customers in the world. They're like family to us because, you know, it's been, well, I've been there almost 30 years now.
Long time.
Yeah, long time. So it is just, the memories are so funny, the stuff that, you know, we've had to do to just get through the day sometimes. But oh my gosh.
Did you give them a treat when they left?
Oh my God, that would have been funny. Sit, stay. Oh my goodness. They got such a kick out of that though. They thought that was the funniest thing in the world. It's like, oh my gosh, only in little Nottingham.
That is pretty comical.
Mm.
That'll be a story they can tell forever.
That's right.
You should charge them a surcharge when they have an experience like that. Today, we have an extra experience for your hair treatment.
So are you all ready for Christmas, you think? No?
As ready as I'll get, probably. I mean, I do want to put some... This doesn't even sound...
What?
You can't even say this without laughing. I was going to say, I do want to put some ornaments on the tree.
Yeah? Just a few?
Just a few. The tree only went up yesterday. And it was going to go up Saturday. And Rick went to put it together. It's obviously not real. I was going to get a real one at the corner in Willow Street the other day.
They're gone.
I know. In 2 days.
Yeah.
They were gone.
Yeah.
I went back to see if they had a small one.
Oh, you mean they were bought? Gone.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
because when we were leaving yesterday, I said to McKenna, they usually sell trees until Christmas Eve.
Right.
Where did they go?
They had a lot on the corner at Penn Grant. And on Wednesday, I went out to the shop. I came back, and they were selling them. And I thought, I'm going to come back on Thursday or Friday and see if they have a small enough tree.
Yeah.
Maybe that'd be a nice surprise for Rick. We'll put up a real tree this year. So I had to go somewhere. Not sure where I was headed on Thursday, but Friday I went out, and when I went by, I think Rick and I went somewhere. And I turned around and I looked, I said, Rick, they only have 6 or 8 trees left on their lot. And then I went back by on Saturday with Linda, and they were locked up tighter in a drum. Their sheds were shut, and there were no more trees. And I thought, well, surely they'll get another trailer load of trees in here.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it.
But I haven't seen any.
Couldn't believe it yesterday, and it was gone.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, I had to run into Target for something yesterday. The store shelves are bare.
Really?
Christmas stuff?
Wow.
It looks like it's already the after Christmas sale. Like, bare. It surprised me because I thought, wait, aren't more people staying home? What the heck?
Well,
why?
maybe that's it. Maybe if you go to your family gathering and everything's all decorated, you skip that at home, and now you got to do it at home.
Maybe. I was really surprised. And it wasn't just there. McKenna has noticed it other places too.
I would not have thought about that.
Me neither. They were just bare.
It does kind of make sense, though.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Well, I just hope it's an indicator that more people are actually enjoying the season.
Me too.
Our neighbors
That's true,
across
though,
the
because
street
maybe
put up
people
lights.
are getting ready, or they have the time this year to do things that maybe they just never had the time to do before.
That may be.
You know, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. So.
Oh, Santa came the other night in the fire truck.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, it was really cute. They come down our road, and we're at the very back of the road in a cul-de-sac, and so you could hear the sirens forever, you know, and Santa and Mrs. Claus, and he was really sweet.
What day was that?
Saturday night.
Okay.
Yep, Saturday night.
Was it just, I'm trying to think if it was Saturday I took him out late. Was it dark yet?
It was dark. It was like 7:20.
Okay.
Yeah.
That wasn't what I heard then.
Yeah.
I was hearing sirens that sounded like the fire truck, but didn't sound like a committed fire truck, if you know what I mean.
That might have been it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, and then they play like loud music, like
Okay.
Christmas music, and
Neat.
it was really sweet. He was very nice though, because I was standing on a front porch waving to him, and he actually got off the fire truck and walked all the way down. It was
Aw.
nice. It's like, aw, thanks.
So I do want to put some ornaments on the tree.
Okay,
I'm
good.
gonna do that. I did put lights on the tree. Unfortunately, they were white strings, and the tree is green. Obviously, well, no, you wouldn't know that, but they do have white trees, don't they?
Yeah.
But
They pretty much have any color you
yeah,
can
they
imagine.
do. They do now.
Yeah.
So Rick is going to change the strand of lights to green today. I told him I could easily hide what we could see of the cord with a few ornaments that I put up there. It wouldn't bother me any for the few days it's going to be up. And really, I wanted it in the picture window was my
Yes.
whole goal, because I like that from outside.
Yeah.
So, other than that, it's kind of, let's see if I can find the picture. I don't even think I showed you.
Yeah, I saw it.
I showed you the tree, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll show you the other focus in the house. It is on the kitchen counter. And I put out my tiny tree with my tiny lights.
Oh, it's cute.
And a lantern.
Yeah.
And my
Oh, your
little Santa
yes,
pincushion.
Pincushion, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if they can see it or not, but I'll show you.
That's
Cute.
that's the whole Christmas in the kitchen. It's not exactly true. I have ornaments on the hutch, and I have a
Yeah.
little candy section on the buffet, like I always
Yeah.
do with the treats.
Cute.
But that's really most of what I did.
Oh, hey, that placemat looks familiar.
That's actually the runner from Longaberger.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know, I gave that to you.
No, I bought that from my sister was selling.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I have a tree skirt to match.
I do too.
Do you?
Yeah, but I gave my runner away.
Did you?
Because it's holly on the other side.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
Absolutely love
I
it.
still have the tree skirt.
Do you?
Yeah, but I
Okay.
don't have the runner anymore.
I think I still have the tree skirt, and I do have that tree skirt you gave me
That's
last
weird, I
year. A gold one.
Yes.
Yeah, I
yeah.
have that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I didn't put it out because the tree that we're using is such a small tree this year. It's funny because I had in my mind that the tree we're using was actually just the top of the tree we used to have, and we had taken the big sections off the bottom and just put it in the stand.
Yeah.
Rick says, no, we actually bought a 4-foot tree. I thought we bought a 6-foot tree and lost 2 feet. He says, no. And then I remembered the one year that we did go up and
Your tree shrinks.
and well, one
Who
year
put that in the dryer?
we did it on purpose. One year, lost a section out of the tree to put it up because it was a tree that my parents had, and it had been in our family for over 10 years. We had put that tree up, and they bought a new tree, and so I accepted their other tree and was using that at home. We got a puppy. It was when Adam came, and we just did not want everything at Adam's level.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say he destroyed it or something.
Nope.
Or chewed on it. Okay.
Nope. So what we did was we lost 2 feet of the tree, took out the one section, and then put it back in the stand, and I put it up on a table.
My mom used to always put them up on tables. Because they're tails.
Yes,
also.
that's
I mean,
it.
You know,
They
they'll
clear
just,
off the bottom 2 feet of the tree every time.
Yeah. What is it with cats and Christmas trees?
They sure like them.
They really do.
Yep.
Yeah.
We had a little barn cat that actually popped out of the tree while I was decorating it. I had not even considered that this little barn cat that we had adopted would climb trees. Didn't even occur to me. And we had bought a live tree that year. And I was hanging ornaments, and he popped, scared me.
Yeah.
He was tiny. I mean, I'm not talking about a full-size cat either. He was just a kitten. But I didn't even see him go up inside the tree.
Yeah. Well, my sister-in-law, she, Chrissy and Seth, they got a
Okay.
live tree this year, and they have 2 cats. And the cats just, I mean, ornaments have been broken.
Oh.
One strand of lights already has been going out. You know, like, I don't know, the cats got hold of them somehow.
Uh-huh.
And the tree has fallen down once. Because they will just get in the tree and like climb it.
They
They'll
have
fight.
no concept.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep, that's what Tigger did.
I hear music.
That Nutcrackers theme that you hear is reminding us that we had something we were going to do on this video. This is a fun part of the video.
Yeah. All right, let me set you down.
We thank you for sharing with us your favorite things.
Yes.
We'll talk more about those because there's one of them that reminds me of my Christmases.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. So we wanted to let you know who the winner of the stocking is. And Liz and I just wrapped everything for you today. So even though you saw what's in it, you'll have fun unwrapping it.
Yes, that's part of the fun.
Sorry you probably will not get it by Christmas. However, it just extends your Christmas.
Yes.
You know, and that's fun too.
A Christmas add-on.
There you go. Yes. So, Beth Walker,
Yes.
congratulations. Thank you so much. And thank you for subscribing and for letting us know your favorite things. We will be sending this out to you. If you can get a hold of me, my email address is in the drop-down box under the video. And then we'll get it out to you.
And Beth's favorite thing she commented was that she liked to spend the year shopping and finding for months all those special things and waiting to see the glee in the recipients' faces when they opened it on Christmas Day. So
That's so cool.
she enjoys the giving part of it.
Yeah, and that's not just giving, but that's so thoughtful. You know, there are people that just kind of pick up something to pick up something. And then there are people that they really invest into the gift giving. Like, oh, yes.
That's why I have always been a year-long Christmas shopper. I enjoy looking
you never
for
know
things.
when you're going to see that perfect gift.
In fact, I had a place in my closet for the longest time that was where anything I found for somebody would go. Sometimes it became a birthday present. Sometimes it became a Christmas present, but I would do it when I found it was when I got it.
Yes.
I think a lot of people do that.
I think so too. I have a tub and I keep it in the storage room, and that's the same thing.
Okay.
But
well, now I know where to look.
you don't know which tub it is, and it's not labeled.
Okay, all right.
Whoops.
That might take me a while.
That was stupid. I should not have told you that.
The one that's not labeled.
Yeah.
Did I say that out loud?
Whoops.
The comment.
But I know you. You're not a snoop because you like surprises, just like I do. So
do you know my entire
we would not
lifetime,
snoop.
I don't think I've ever peeked in advance.
Nope.
Any event, whether it's birthday, Christmas.
Nope. Me neither. I love surprises.
Not a peeker. I did find out that I was surprised that my one sibling, I think it was Carol, who told me she knew just about everything she was getting every Christmas.
Huh.
It's like, I'm glad you didn't involve me in that crime. I wouldn't have been able to sleep. Santa won't come. I was naughty. The comment that struck me was the discussion where the stockings and about the gifts in the stockings, and it was mentioned that this subscriber would always receive from Santa Love's Baby Soft perfume and a brand new box of crayons. Now you know we're right up my alley, right? When we're talking crayons. And then her favorite music, whether it was a cassette or something like that. And it would be whatever the popular music was of the day. And I thought, what a neat, 3 things to always have Santa bring you in your stocking.
Definitely.
But that was one of my favorite perfumes when I was a young person, was that Love's Baby Soft. I believe they still sell that too. I think that's still in the pharmacy. Did you ever smell that?
Yes, I have.
That was one that my parents said we could wear to go to school. There weren't a lot of them. Another one that they said would be okay when we got to middle school. Do you remember Jean Naté?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yes. That was another one we were
Oh
allowed
my
to
word, yes. I do remember that. In fact, where we used to go for Thanksgiving growing up, Mom went to a medical school with him, and they just became great friends, my mom, my dad, and Aunt Lee and Nick, and we would go and stay there. She had the bathroom that I would use upstairs. She had this huge bottle of that sitting on, it was a gag gift, Somebody had given it to her. I'm not kidding. That's so
Oh yeah,
It was
they did.
huge.
They had huge, big bottles
Sitting on the
and
counter.
they had a screw top.
Yes!
lid. Yes, yes,
Yes.
It wasn't even easy to use.
I don't even know how you use it.
It's like,
Good Lord. You take a bath in it or what? I don't
I mean,
know.
practically, you have to.
Oh my goodness. But when you said that, that's exactly what came to my mind was that counter. I remember looking at that thinking, what?
Yep.
Why would you want that? It's such a huge bottle.
I
but-
know. I
oh, my
remember.
word.
I remember that bottle. It was gigantic.
That's funny. I haven't thought of that in a long time.
And then there was one that my sister used to really enjoy. It was, had the word blue in it. In a minute, I'll think of it. Or maybe that's not it.
When I was in middle school,
It's really hard to find.
the very popular fragrance was Liz Claiborne.
Mm.
And it was in those colored triangles, you know, like
Yes.
either the blue, the red, or the yellow.
Yep. Yep.
Or if you were really special, they had like a gold or a silver.
Ooh.
Everybody wore Liz Claiborne.
When I was in college, the popular fragrance was Calvin Klein.
Okay. I broke my thread and now I can't thread my needle.
Uh-oh. Do you remember the Christmas programs that you would do for school?
Mm-hmm.
I just, so many memories of not only doing the program and the program itself, but the practices before the program. And my favorite thing was that almost the entire day before the program at school was not school.
Oh,
it was about the program.
The whole week was like party,
Yes,
you know?
I
and-
love
oh my
that
goodness.
part of it. It was like you could just count on the fact that you weren't going to have a full day of classwork and you were going to get to do the fun stuff. Sometimes it was as much time was spent standing in line in the hallways waiting for it to be your turn to go in and do your part because they would do those little dress rehearsals. It was always so much fun.
I always loved the church programs.
Yes.
I don't know, that was just so much fun.
Yes. Carrie, I don't know if it was something that continued and actually preceded Carrie and Kevin being in school, or if it started with them, you know, their time frame.
Yeah.
But they had divided the classes for the young students who were kindergarten and first grade and paired them in the elementary school with the 5th and 6th graders, and they called them buddies. So whenever they had a classroom event for a holiday where the teachers for the younger classrooms could use some assistance, they would let the buddies come down and it would be a combined like buddy activity.
Yeah.
Well, the one at Christmas time was gingerbread houses. And the day before, you would take in your own sleeve of graham crackers, your own container of ready-made frosting, and then whatever candies you had to put on it. And then they would get together with their buddies, and then they would make gingerbread houses using graham crackers. And she loved that. And it was every year they were in grade school. The 5th and 6th grade. And then in middle school, I forget who it was, but they did them again in middle school one year.
The buddies.
No, the gingerbread house.
Oh, okay.
And they loved that. Carrie just loved doing those. And the one year it was going to be her turn to be the buddy and do it with the younger people. She got sick and she ended up not being able to be at school. And she was so disappointed. So we made gingerbread houses at home that year.
Yeah.
Not as much fun, though, as doing it at school with all your friends, but we had fun doing them.
I'll tell you what, though. The one thing that did annoy me was when your kids are in elementary school that week, that Christmas week, because there's just so many parties and when you're allowed to bring in treats and just constant eating and eating and eating. It never failed that then Christmas comes and somebody's sick.
Ah, yes.
Because, you know, when they're all making their gingerbread houses or whatever, they're all reaching into the same bowl to get the candy, and you know that they're eating it as they go, and it's, oh my gosh. That was always...
Yeah.
Because I was always in being a classroom helper. All through elementary school, I loved being at school with the kids, and I would just help whatever teacher needed help, and I was always at school, and oh man, Christmas week was like, oh. Oh.
I always, in Maine, it always amazed me too, because we would have, with being in healthcare, we would have these waves of illnesses that went around, and I don't think anything's changed, but chicken pox always seemed to be a Christmas time thing, or a, you know, middle of the school year sort of event. And both of them got it when they were infants from the daycare that year. So here we are, we're supposed to be coming down here to Pennsylvania from Maine. The kids were 1 and 3, and both of them had full-blown chicken pox the beginning of December.
Oh.
Fortunately, time-wise, they were through it, you know, and able to be in public, and all of them dried up and whatnot. But they were little bucked kids while we were down there, you know. You could definitely tell they both just had it. But they said, you know, that I was fortunate in that they both got it prior to school starting.
Yeah.
Or them starting school, I should rephrase that. So they didn't ever miss school because of it. They had it when they were tiny. People were telling me it was going to be a nightmare, you know, how do you keep an infant from scratching? And the funny part was, Kev didn't seem to bother with them. He had them, but I never saw him actively scratching them or saw, you know, any indication that he did. So maybe at that age it's not quite as bothersome to him. I don't know. He did have he had them everywhere. In his ears, in his mouth, between his toes. Just pretty much anywhere they could be, he had them.
Wow.
Did you ever have the mumps?
Nope.
We had the mumps when I was little. That's right, because mumps is in the vaccine now, measles, mumps, and rubella.
Right.
It wasn't when I was little. Boy, I feel old. And we had them. My sister and brother had gotten them at school. And then Mom and Dad were told by their doctor, whatever your older kids bring home from school, make sure you let your little ones get around them so that they get it and get it over with before they go.
Well, my mom did that with our chicken pox. My brother got it, and
play nice. Play a lot. Yep.
And I did get it, and that was that.
That's what we ended up getting the mumps too.
Huh.
Of all the things I had, I think I disliked the mumps probably the most. I just remember no matter what I did, my neck and my throat, you know, just this whole area, I just remember thinking that just doesn't feel good.
Oh.
Ugh, didn't care for them at all. Looked like a little blow-up doll, you know, your neck gets all fat. That's a weird illness, mumps.
Oh, you get to hear another clock.
The turkey.
That's our turkey clock.
When she was in the house up in Lakewood Estates, before you met us as country stitchers, they had gotten this. And it was funny because it would only go off when I showed up.
Yeah.
For the longest time.
Yeah, that's true.
So we were friends. Long time ago we became friends.
It's a little, it's like a cuckoo clock, but it has a turkey that comes out instead of a cuckoo bird. It's cute.
The gobbler. Leela made a comment, left a comment on our video when I said I was going to do Christmas this year. And she said she'd been thinking about it, and I thought, oh, good. I said to her, we'll have to do this together, keep each other motivated. But I did say, and maybe I wasn't emphatic enough, but my plan is to do all the Christmas things I want to do throughout the year, but I did say that I'll put 1 or 2 things out each month that I want to do that might be like a general sampler or something to work on too, because I don't want to completely leave some of the other things I want to work on sitting aside. But
yeah,
for the most part, there's just so much. Christmas being my favorite time of the year, over the years I found, I guess, that I just collected more of those patterns than other things. Yeah. Well, and see, your house, you've had the same home that you've planned and decorated every 2 years we moved. So I never had that kind of a mindset.
Yeah.
It was mostly, what do I want to put up now?
Right.
So I think Christmas was one of those things I pretty much guaranteed myself I would decorate for.
Yeah.
So I did more shopping around that season, I think, than anything else.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of samplers and Christmas, my
Oh,
Feliz
yes, we should
Navidad.
show. Yeah.
I have a sampler by Blackbird Designs called Feliz Navidad, and I bought it at Salty Yarns one time when we were down shopping. I think it was Super Bowl weekend when I got it. So I'm going to work on that this week, and I have it next to my chair. And I said something about it on our video, and Pat, when I got there, because I had picked up a second...
You got it?
Thanks. I had picked up a second pattern, and it was just called Merry Christmas. And when I saw it, I thought, oh, that's about the same size as Feliz Navidad. That would be really pretty to put out with it because it was similar. And I showed this, was it last week or the week before? And Pat saw it, and that's when I commented on it being maybe part of that series. And she said, sure enough, and talk about enabling, she pulled this one out and she said, here's another one in that series, Liz. So guess what? I now have this one.
That's really pretty.
It is.
Is that another one on the back?
This is the original. This is a reproduction, I think.
Oh, wow.
So I think this is the inspiration for it.
Cool. That's really pretty. I like that border a lot.
Yeah, on the back, it says, M. Bowker's sampler was the inspiration for our newest Christmas design, Bringing Good Cheer, which is this one. The large floral border perfectly complements and frames this lovely piece. It's the third in our Christmas sampler series. Now, this was put out, I believe, Pat said last year. Let me double check. And there should be another one coming.
That's really pretty.
This was 2017.
Okay.
So there's that one now is part of my collection for that series.
Cool.
So now I have three of the three. So this fourth one that hasn't been released yet that comes out after this, I'll have to keep my eyes open. I know Pat will help me find it.
Yes, that's right.
So I was really excited about that. And it does look, when I looked at let me check the inside here. Yes, several of the colors are carried over too.
Okay.
So it's not a completely different palette. I recognize a few of these from Feliz Navidad. Okay, now this one is more gentle arts than the other one, and has a different color palette. So, and it does look
Yeah, that one's a lot pinkier.
brighter. Yes. So this one has hyacinth, faded rose, red grape, and rose garden.
Well, you could use all the same colors
I could.
in all three samplers.
I could just carry them over. I'll have to see. Because this, I mean, even though they may not be exactly the same, that border, the other one, Feliz Navidad has putty. What's the other one that's in with the putty? Anyway, I'm not going to remember it off the top of my head, but it might be flatfish. But it'll be fun to play with it when the time comes.
Yeah. Oh, did you show your stocking? Show them that again. That's so cute. Right over there.
Great. Oh,
Yeah.
my Fern Ridge collection stocking.
Yeah, it's so cute.
Yes. I don't carry it around except during the season. It's been in my craft room. I'll show it with my stitchy stuff in it. It's
That is the cutest. Oh my
by
gosh.
Fernbridge Collections, and if you turn it around, they'll get to see the patchwork on the
Yes,
back.
I know. It's adorable.
I can never decide which side I want to display because I think that's just so clever.
It's so cool. Yeah.
And this was the first kit I bought from Fernbridge Collection that wasn't a peyote fob, and it was the sewing kit that goes with the peyote fob, and the fob for that one.
It is so cool.
Is the scissor hanging on the other side there? Or
The
did
scissors?
I already, where did I put those?
No, I don't
little
have.
guys? Here they are. They just came now. Okay, so this is the fob
Yeah.
that pattern
Yeah.
is taken from
Gorgeous.
and go together. So that was fun. So this has
so
been around
cute.
a little while, and then I did that one. I remember when I finished that. That was a blast. And I was a little nervous about the buttonhole stitch because I wasn't sure how consistent my buttonhole stitch was, but
It looks great.
that built some confidence in it.
It is so cute.
It is. It's just
It is. It's adorable.
precious. So in it are my stitchy things. Let's see. What's it hold? It's got my ruler, my highlighter, my boo-boo stick, and then down in the toe, I think it has needles or thimble. And
No chocolate?
No, I didn't put candy in it. That would have been a good idea. Where was my head? It has some thread heaven, and then my little tin that has my thimble in it is down in there too. So
Yeah, it's cute.
and the instructions are easy to follow. I didn't have any trouble following them.
So everything came as a kit then, right?
It was
Even
everything,
that ribbon?
even the ribbon.
Okay.
It was start to finish, including the little garland that's at the top
Yeah, it's so cute.
and the little charm on the front. So what I did this year, last year I had a couple of little Christmas things out on my stitching table. This year I put my little, it's a gold stand, if you will. It's got a wire circle at the bottom and then a little hook that comes up and has a little holder on the end. And so I just hang that next to my chair now
Yeah.
for the holiday. That's a lot of fun. And this fob,
Oh,
so
I
cute.
know.
Deb finally got her stocking last year.
I did.
Stocking fob.
Well, my dear, we might want to wrap this up.
Oh,
Oh.
almost done with my D.
Oh, are you?
2 more stitches.
Okay.
Done.
Well, my dear has a little bit more of a butt.
But
Yes, and a tiny bit more of a belly.
now I forget, you're stitching over 2 on that, right?
I am, yes. Yes. And it is 40 count, and I'm using 1 strand, except for my deer. I didn't want to see fabric through him, and this fabric is it gives nicely, so I am using 2 strands on my deer because I wanted it to be nice and dense. And it doesn't, it works well. It doesn't pucker. It doesn't look bad at all.
Pucker.
No. Pucker up.
There's no pucker like an all-day sucker. Do you remember that from Tootsie Pop?
I remember the one that they still play with the owl. Like, how many
Yes.
licks does it take to get to the center of the Tootsie Pop?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that was also a Tootsie Pop. If it wasn't Tootsie Pop, it might have been Charms, but one of them had that. I still think it was
You
Tootsie
had those
Pop.
really good new flavors of Tootsie Pops. Remember that one year? Didn't you have like pomegranate or
Yes.
something? Oh my gosh, that was good.
I found pomegranate.
Yeah.
For the longest time when we would travel, I would go into a convenience store and get a drink because I just always had something to wet my whistle with me when we would travel. And I'd always take a peek at their Tootsie Pop box. And I found flavors in some states that I had never seen before. Remember I got the banana ones in Arizona?
Yes.
And then I found lemon, pomegranate. There was a third.
There was a third one, yeah, and I can't remember what it was. But now I want Tootsie Pops. Darn.
And I did check the other day. Where was I when I saw a box? And they had lemon in it.
Oh, really?
Yep. I'm thinking it was Turkey Hill.
Wow.
I had to run in for something. But anyway, they didn't have any of the real exciting, like hard to find ones that I hadn't been seeing. So I was hoping I might find one I hadn't tried yet.
Yeah. I like those other lollipops you got one year too. Those C's.
Oh my gosh.
C's, is that what they were?
Yes. Mrs. C's candies originated on the West Coast, I believe. And they had shops in California. The first one I ever found was in San Francisco.
Okay.
Then, as I traveled, I found that they were located in a lot of big cities. So I'm not sure exactly where they started out. I read their history once, but
they were so good.
when I was visiting my parents when they lived in Arizona, one of the things that I always did was take a drive down to the C's Candy retail store, because they're hard to find. You can find sections of C's candies in other gift shops, but to find an actual C's Candy retail store is hard to find.
Okay.
And I came home with pound boxes of my favorite chocolates, and they were Bordeaux. It is just such a really rich sort of caramel flavor, but it was a truffle filling. It wasn't a chewy caramel filling. Anyway, I loved those. But they made lollipops that Deb's referring to. In one year,
they're so good.
I got her family a box of
like a tin of
mixed flavors. It had chocolate,
caramel, mocha,
mocha,
like a mocha something, vanilla.
I think those were the 4. Yeah, and then subsequently they came out with cinnamon. Do you remember the following year I had the red cinnamon ones?
Yeah.
And there was another flavor too.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Caramel is still my favorite.
Yes. Their original one, it's called butterscotch.
Oh, yes.
Butterscotch.
Yes.
Out of this world. So this year I didn't get their
Did you
catalog.
see my belly growl? Oh my gosh.
I didn't get their catalog until, gosh, just a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh. But I thought about it, and I thought, no, I won't this year. I was going to get the lollipops, and I was going to get the chocolates, and I thought, and they're just going to go right to my waist as fast as I get them. So I didn't. I refrained from buying some more. Okay.
Done.
Get the D. Can they even see the D?
Yeah.
There's the D.
Yeah.
D for done.
Duh.
Seems like music was another favorite thing people like at the holidays, is all the Christmas music.
Music, baking, just
Oh,
decorating the house, and just some of the cool traditions, you know, that people have. I love that. I love to hear different things that might give you an idea of something to do.
Yes. Whatever it is you do for your holiday this year, we wish you an absolute lovely holiday.
Yes.
And know that we'll be thinking of you when we're having our holiday. We're going to see each other on Christmas Eve.
Yep. Liz is coming over, and we're going to break out the shrimp and
We are.
cook on the grill.
We're going to have food.
Yep.
And then Christmas will be quiet for us.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we'll get some snow.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, well.
Oh, goodness.
We
Can't believe it's here.
Wish you a Merry Christmas.
Yes. Merry Christmas. Oh, and then it'll be 2021.
And we have some really neat ideas coming up for the upcoming year. So we'll look forward to seeing you. Gosh, this is going to be going on our
Well, in March,
fourth
it'll be
year in April, right? We'll be starting our 4th year.
Oh, yeah. Yes, in April. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Well, Merry Christmas, and thank you so much for your support, for watching, for commenting, for just, you really bless us.
Yes.
Tremendously. Thank you.
And thank you also to all of the other FlossTube channels and the retailers and the designers and everybody that puts out an effort to help make this craft of ours that much more exciting.
Amen.
There are a lot of really talented people.
No.
The list grows.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
As always.
All right. Well, take care.
Share
Share the joy of needlework. See ya.
Bye-bye.